Hey guys, I'm back here again. Got another quick review video for you. You've probably seen it before in my other video. This is a quick bench overall, we'll call it like a long-term review video. One of my subscribers asked me about the KNS Precision gas piston I had in my Sam 7 rifle I got right here next to me over here. He just wanted me to ask, like a touch base, give me give him some kind of long-term review, what I thought about it. It was a good buy, and if I had any kind of problems with the KNS Precision gas piston. Right now, this is the earlier version. They have two different versions. I have like a Gen 1 version. They have a Gen 2 out there. I believe the Gen 2 one was created, so if anybody had any problems with the Gen 1 car, because I think they were saying Gen 1 cars might have some kind of problem over time, but right now this one I got about 1,000 rounds through it over about probably about two and a half years. Never had a single problem with it yet. I don't have any kind of cracking or breaking or splitting on the collar area, and it's been perfectly reliable, functional. I had no problem with it, no hiccups. I have it opened when it was cold, about 28 clicks open on here. Whenever we were up at the range here this past week, I did have to close the collar area here, probably I think about 3 or 4 clicks closed, because what was going on was it was barely dribbling out of the ejection port area. So I had to close the collar off. It's a little bit, in order for the gun to have a little bit more power to cycle the bolt carrier back and forth in here. So that's the only caveat when you're going from a hotter environment to a colder environment. You're going to have to close off the collar area right here in order for the gun to reliably cycle and function correctly out there for that. Whenever you do buy one of these things brand new, always buy maybe 3 or 4 different types of ammunition and get the weapon to reliably cycle with all those types that are for that, because if you buy one specific type of ammunition and you go out one day and you buy some other type out there, don't be shocked if you might have different ejection patterns out there for that, because if you go from a weaker one to a more potent ammunition, might work perfectly fine, but if you get a weaker ammunition, the gun might not want to cycle reliably. So buy 3 or 4 different types of ammunition when you buy one of these things out there, and get it to reliably cycle across the board for all of them out there. And also, you're also going to want to test the piston when it's hot and cold, so you can have some kind of baseline reference to go on how it will reliably cycle in a hot environment and also in cold environment. Because if you're going from a hot environment to a cold environment, it's going to have the collar closed off a bit on here, depending on your specific rifle build. Mine, I had to close it by 3 or 4 clicks closed, so it would reliably cycle and function in I say between 28 and 32 degrees right there for that, because I was typically shooting at my cabin and it was about maybe 80 to 90 degrees, and 28 clicks open on the port right here was perfectly fine, no problem in the hot humid environment. But if I went to the range and it was around 28 degrees, 30 degrees, it was starting to have problems where it didn't want to send its shell casings out maybe 5 feet, 6 feet. It dropped down about maybe 2.5 feet. So I did have adjustment before I actually made the videos up there, and that's the only caveat or problem you might have to go from. You're going from a hot environment to cold environment. You have to adjust this thing and make sure it's going to run reliably for your specific ammunition out there for that. So overall, I consider it a great product. I never had a single problem with it. Never had any kind of cracking on here. So right now, I don't need a Gen 2 version right now. So other than that, it's warranty. It's no problem with that. It's a good buy if you want to upgrade your gun, or if you want to put some kind of suppressor on your gun as well too, because the AK is notoriously over gas as it is. So this would be a definite good upgrade if you're buying a suppressor to stick on the end of your barrel, because when you put a suppressor on there, you're taking your already overgassed AK rifle and almost like supersizing the gas system on there and making it can be blown back twice as hard because of the suppressor on it. So you're definitely increasing the gas coming back onto the bolt carrier, and when you're doing it, it's slam in the back of the receiver. It's going to cause the gun to jump up more and more like that. And by having this, you have a way to fine-tune how much gas is actually being used to operate the bolt carrier mechanism right here for that. So it's a definite upgrade if you're going to be running suppressor all the time or part of the time. Or you can just put on your stock AK rifle as well too. They do make two different versions. They have a small bore and maybe the large bore. This one right here, it has a large bore because a large hole in the front of the piston area. Small bore ones for like your AK 74 style rifles, your 223 545. So if you have a large bore, you get the AR fit, or yeah, I keep on screwing up. Sorry. If you have a large bore, you're going to need the one for your AK-47, the 7.60 by 39. The small bore ones mainly meant for your AK-74 pattern one with like a 223 or the 545. So that's the difference right there between these small bore and large bore ones right there for that. So if anybody has any questions, as usual, just drop me a message here. And if I screwed up or missed something in the video, just feel free to correct me, or simply ask me some kind of a basic question about this part. But in my general opinion, it's a definite good upgrade for your AK-47 style rifle out there for that, guys. So I'll see you and have a nice day.